This footage is pretty incredible. The plane sort of looks like it lands and then it flips. Can you just take us through what it is that we're looking at here?
Thank you for having me, Mel. What we're looking at is a CRJ-9, which is a regional jet manufactured in Canada, that's coming in for a landing on runway 23 at Pearson International Airport in Toronto, Canada. As the aircraft touches down, the right wing hits the ground, causes the aircraft to start a slow turn to the right. And as the wing broke off, the fuselage started to drag on the ground while the aircraft was still sliding down the ground. And as a result, the aircraft continued to turn and finally landed upside down just off the runway.
It's absolutely terrifying. We know we've heard from authorities in Canada who have said that they don't believe that there were any issues with the runway at the time, but there had been a massive snowstorm in Toronto just beforehand. Do you think it is likely that that could have played a part in this?
In the video, you can see it's obviously cold and it's windy and there's blowing snow. But there is treatment that can be done to the runway that keeps it both free of ice and snow and dry. And there would have been braking action advisories if, in fact, there were anything on the runway that would have contributed to it. So at this time, I think it's too early to really speculate, but I don't think that the runway condition is going to be problematic in this.
We've heard that there were very few injuries in this crash, a handful of people taken to hospital, some quite critical. But given how significant this crash looks, does it surprise you the lack of injuries in this incident?
Initially, when I first saw the video of the aircraft upside down and people exiting it, I was very surprised. I was surprised that people would be able to actually walk off after an accident like that. But then I thought, no, this is the way that it's designed to be. This is years of engineering. This is years of regulation and compliance. This is years, no, it's decades of just taking a look at aviation safety and making incremental improvements in safety. And what they've done is they've designed the wing so it can break off, so that the fuel is then away from the fuselage of the aircraft, because the fuel is in wing tanks. And that mitigates the risk of a fire breaking out and impacting the fuselage. And then when you look at the seats on board an aircraft like that, they're actually designed to be able to hold the passenger regardless of whatever attitude the aircraft is actually in. So between the seats, the way they are connected to the body of the aircraft, the way that the seatbelts are designed, they're all intended to provide maximum survivability. And then you have to credit the flight attendants on board that aircraft for applying their training in such a professional way that they can actually get 80 people off that aircraft safely and quickly.